Be right there. Yeah, I will. I'll be right there. I'll be right there. Hello? 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 Where's the left? We got a fan sitting here. You have to go around. Sit right there. Oh. There you are.
I'm in the interview chair.
Oh, it's a little too high. And it's actually live streaming right now. Let me hook this other. I bought this one right here, and I like hooking it up for my sound. Every time I swap from one thing to the other, the sound goes off of those webcams.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just took that up. Where'd it go? Must be down here. Yep. So that's on. I'm turning this one off now. So we're going through that one now. Blue. This is where I do my magic, man.
I see that. You got the light you have.
It's that's what it's playing on right there. On my website.
Oh, okay.
Little delay, probably 15-20 seconds delay.
That ain't bad.
Don't look like it's far. Have to keep the sound off of it.
Yeah, you'd probably get.
I was using my headphones too, and I couldn't do that either because there was like a little slight delay with them headphones.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't do it.
I was looking, there's a little connector you can use to hook whatever to your phone.
I actually got this right here. I was going to hook two webcams. I actually was going to hook another one up because I got a live thing I got to do in June. But you can't run two webcams off of it. You can run this and a webcam, but you can't run two webcams off of it. Off of one USB port.
That don't make sense.
So that done that. It's pretty cool with the green screen effect and everything, and it goes right on my website, thanks to Brad.
That is cool.
All it is going through YouTube Live. So it's on, actually, if it's on YouTube Live, it's on my website too then, my other one. So,
yeah, it's about 15, 20 seconds. I was listening to a little bit of that.
yeah. So it usually, sometimes it gets there about 25 or 30 seconds.
Oh, that'd drive me insane.
Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I've got a face for radio.
Everybody, I can do it on Facebook. I can do it on a bunch of them actually. Twitch. It's got a whole list of them you can live stream on. I either do it on Facebook or this one though. You can
You got a cable connection here? I mean, your internet comes through the cable.
Wi-Fi.
I just wondered if you really don't have to go through any of them.
I don't know why that's so high. That goes through PAL for some reason. That one there does.
Oh, that's another. You can change that.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
PAL is what they use in Europe.
I know.
Oh, I still remember.
I couldn't get it to play on here with them other ones though. It plays perfect on that though. So, in case y'all wondering who this young man is here, does he look a lot like me? That's my second born, 42 years old. I remember I had a really good CB stolen on that day and seen the guys that got it, and the cops would not go get them. Norwood Hospital. Y'all remember Norwood? I came out, I had just washed my car. There was fingerprints all over it because I just got through washing it. And there's fingerprints all over it, and a good Pioneer CB, one of the best made, was ripped out of my car. And I seen the guy, and I started walking over there to them. It was like 6 or 8 guys. I don't want to get racial or anything, but they was black. And I started walking over there to them, and all of them jumped in the car and took off. And I chased them a little while, and then I came back. I'll keep talking on here. And then I came back and called the police, and the police came, made a report, but they said, I even showed them the fingerprints and everything. They said it could have been anybody's fingerprints just walking by the car. So I guess they was right. So I couldn't use that. I got it on my calendar right here. I'll show you. I think I'll show you. Right there on June 1st. It says Daniel. Kim, Daniel, Kim, and Amanda. I didn't get to see grow up very much, but his birthday is tomorrow, and it was about, I'd say 2:30. I'd say about 2:30 in the afternoon when he was born. I think that's when it was. I ain't got his birth certificate, but that was about 2:30 in the morning. You know, my good friend Ken, you know, Crazy Girl's husband, Ken, me and him went up to Muscle Shoals Saturday, and we went through all the places. We went and done a thing at Songwriters, and that show will be coming out on my websites sometime in June when I get it finished. And we went and done a Songwriters thing. While we was there, some woman was looking through it, and she came across one man's name, and she was screaming and everything. And I asked her, did she know him? And she said that was her cousin. So she turned me on to him. We looked him up, and he wrote Whiskey Bent and Hellbound and Lord, a gob of other songs. His name was Rock Killo. If y'all want to pull him up on Facebook, Rock Killo. Killogh. So pull that up. And we did a thing on Songwriters, and then we left there. Went over to Fame Studios, took the tour this time. Here's one of the pictures I took. Not a very good picture, but here's one of the pictures I took. That piano on the left there, that's the piano that Alicia Keys played on in the movie, the Muscle Shoals documentary. It's got Alicia Keys right there playing on the piano. Well, that's the piano. I was about 30 something, took the tour, and that Studio B, I think it was. It might be A, but there was two studios. And this was the main one right here. This is where Aretha Franklin, Wilson Pickett, and all them did their thing there. So we went to tour, and it wasn't very good. She didn't tell us no nostalgia about the place. You know, she just basically ran us in there and took questions and stuff. We wanted to hear about things that happened, and you know, the different ones that came in there. That's what you want to hear when you're on a tour. So we went over to James Count's music store. Matter of fact, I got this shirt right here from James Count's probably 2 years ago. So we went over there, and I was telling Ken, I said, you know, you just may see a legend in here. So we went in and didn't see nobody right off, and we walked around. I looked around this pole, and there stood one of them legends, Carl DeMone. Here he is. It's me, Carl DeMone, and James Counts. James Counts, he plays with the Midnighters, y'all. And of course, Carl DeMone's with Handshake Promise and Carl and the Road Dogs. And that guy in the blue shirt with ALMS TV. So it was a fun trip. So we left there. We went over to 3614 Jackson Highway, Muscle Shoals Sound. We took the tour there. Of course, they don't charge me nothing at Muscle Shoals Sound. They did at Fame. But Muscle Shoals Sound don't never charge me. They know I advertise for them and everything. Neither does the Alabama Music Hall of Fame. I go in there and do any kind of thing I want to do, and they let me do it free charge. And while we're in there doing it, we just walk around and stuff like that. And if y'all get a chance, you need to go up there. There's good history on Muscle Shoals, all the music that came out of there, and we took the tour there too, and there was 30-something people, and this guy done a real good job. He pulled albums. When you go in the basement there, he pulled albums off the wall and told us stories about these albums, Cher and Boss Skaggs and stuff like that, and showed us this room where they went in to drink and stuff. And come find out, they found out that it was okay to drink in there, you just couldn't sell it. I mean, you know, anybody should have known that anyway. They can't get them for drinking. They can get them for selling it though. So that was this special room. Then we went up top, and he told us stories about Rolling Stones, and this was Beckett's piano, and the big baby grand that was in there. That's the one that Bob Seger, Billy Powell, and all them played on. If you hear Night Moves or Main Street piano on there, that was the piano, the actual piano, and actually told us the story about when the piano left there. Somebody bought it, and then she ended up donating it back. They kind of lost track of it, but it was also donated back, so that was pretty cool. Ever who had it, and they show you where each one of them sit. I mean, it was a good tour. And I always got to get me a t-shirt when I go in there. Since they let us in free and everything, I've got this hat from there too. Muscle Shoals Sound. And I always got to get either a t-shirt or another hat. And I've got about all the hats they got to sell in there. So I got me another t-shirt. Y'all seen it the other day. You'll see it on my show when it comes out in June there. You can check it out. And let me get out here, and I'll turn this on outside there and see what's going on with him, and be right back. Okay, let me put it up here in the window where you can see. Yeah, that's my boy right there. He came up to see me. Tomorrow's his birthday. He's going to get us a Coke. He works for Total Comfort Air Condition. He took that, by the way, at the Bevel State when he was like 16 years old. He went over there and took it. Didn't finish high school. He just got out of high school and went to Bevel and took AC, heating and air conditioning. And he's been doing it ever since. He's been living down in Dothan, and he moved back up here now, so I get to see him a little bit more now. I didn't never get to see him much when he was down in Dothan. One time, I was driving a truck, and I had a delivery in right there outside of Dothan, so me and him would meet sometimes for lunch, and I'd get to see him then. But other than that, I didn't get to see him. Didn't get to see him grow up at all. Just like two of my others. You know, my firstborn, I got to see her. I got to see her a little bit. I got her on the weekends, but a lot of times I played music and didn't get to see her that much. And Amanda, the one after him, didn't see her at all. You know, I kept in touch with her grandma and everything, and she told me how she was, and actually sent me pictures and stuff of her while she was growing up, but that didn't get to see her. And let me tell you something. For a man, that puts a big old hole in your heart. It did mine. So he's going to get us a Coke, and when he gets back, I'm going to go out there and talk some more with him, since he's up to see me, and I'm going to get off this thing. And I showed you, am I even on right now? Yeah, let me show you this picture of, that's Alabama. That's where me and Ken, when we was down there a Saturday week ago, or Saturday, yeah, it was Saturday, we went there to eat. Carl Damone was playing there that night, but he didn't start till 10 o'clock, and we just couldn't stay there till then. That would have put us, God, back to Birmingham 2 o'clock in the morning. So we just couldn't do that. But that right there is Flobama, and we eat there. I think he had chicken and something. I had just a regular barbecue, and they put slaw on their barbecues. Some people does that. They put slaw on their barbecue. Now this is a big, big, big place right there, and big stage. So there it is, man. I'm looking at my other camera here. I've got it pointed outside, and when he gets back, I'm going to shut this thing off and get out there and talk to my son. I don't ever get to see him anymore. Hey, you like this new microphone, y'all? It's pretty good, ain't it? Pretty dadgum good. We was chatting out there. I really hope y'all didn't hear us chatting, because we was talking about some bad things. Hope you didn't hear all that. Hopefully you didn't. You might have. If you did, I'm sorry. That's my neighbor. If you see that plastic down there towards that house, I had to cover my storm pit up because it was getting water in it. So I put some plastic over top of it. And when I can, I'm going to put dirt on top of that. And maybe I'd stop the water from getting in there and flooding it out. There's a mosquito in here. Did I get it? Oh. But it was a fun trip, and that show's gonna come out probably. What is this? June? Probably next week. probably gonna put it on next week on this website here, ALMS-production.com and ALMS-TV.com. So it'll be going on there. So check it out. It's that Muscle Shoals trip, man. It was good. Plus, at the beginning of the show, I had already had this on the show. We had a cousin reunion, and I got some double first cousins. Actually, one of them from California was born in this room right here, and that's pretty cool. And I gave her a picture that I had painted of this old home place. My family's been in this old home for probably since the late 40s. So my grandparents lived in this house. So it's an old house, but you know what? It's mine. Alright, I'm looking at this and seeing when he's going to come up in the driveway again. And when he does, I'm going to jump off and talk to him some more. I'll show you right here. He'll be coming around that curve down there on the left. I don't see him yet. He's in a white truck. A white Total Comfort truck. This little parking place right here at the bottom of the screen, that's where my other son parks when he gets home from work. He lives with me. That little black thing and all out there on the left, in the middle on the left, that's a hydrant. That's where I wash my car. As you can tell, it's pretty shady in the yard right here. Got a new neighbor, good friend of mine, Patina. She'll be moving in completely next week. That's pretty cool. She's got 2 sons, and I told them, they asked me for my basketball, where they can play basketball all the time. I said, don't ask me for that ball, just come get it and go play. I said, the only thing I ask is that you bring it back to the porch and put it where it needs to go. Don't leave it down there where the basketball court is. That's the only thing I ask. And if y'all missed this, here was Fame Studios when we took the tour. That's pretty good right there. It's about 30-something people took that tour with us. And that piano, if any of y'all seen the documentary on Muscle Shoals, at the end of it, Alicia Keys is playing the piano singing. Well, that's the same piano right there. That's pretty cool. Alicia Keys has been in there, Wilson Pickett, Aretha Franklin, and the list goes on and on. It's been in that room right there. They should have told us this stuff. And right here, if y'all missed it, is me, Carl Damone of Handshake Promise, and James Counts. That's his place, James Counts. That's Counts Brothers Music Store right there. So I don't see him coming anymore. Who was that? So I'm going to talk to you and look right here. And we can see him coming when he comes around the curve. That's pretty cool. I hope y'all watching. It's been a good trip. Now don't forget, ALMS-production. If you'll look right at the top right here, that show will be where it says that tab that says TV show. That's where I'll be posting my show. And also it'll be posted on ALMS-TV.com. That's my YouTube page where that goes. That's where that carries you. So it'll be on both of them. And I talked to somebody today helping me with commercials, so hopefully we can get it back on Charter Cable Channel 80. So we're going to try our very best. And if y'all will, we're having a birthday party at Bar 31 for my good friend Susan. I've got the hiccups. My good friend Suzanne. Her daughters was cheerleaders when my son was quarterback, and and the other one was in the band. Well, they was cheerleaders. Well, the mama, Suzanne, it's her birthday. Well, actually, her birthday's tomorrow, but we having the parties Friday at Bar 31. So if y'all want to come down for that, you're perfectly welcome. And sometime about the 22nd or 29th, I'll be going live from Bar 31. I'll be getting up some stuff and playing some songs by them. That's going to be pretty cool too. It'll be right here. It won't be on Facebook now. It'll be right here on this website. So you have to come to this website to see it. And that'll either be 22nd or 29th. Just keep up with me on my Facebook page and you'll know. Okay? And I've got this new microphone here. I've got this new microphone with me. I hear something. I wonder if that's him. I'll put it back on here. Or we can see him coming. All of us can see him coming. I'll go ahead and get out all this other stuff. Because we don't need it anymore. And what you're hearing me through is my brand new microphone. And if y'all ain't seen it yet, I've seen one car, but he's in a white pickup. That's my new microphone. You can either get them in white or black, and I didn't want a white one. They're called Snowball Ice, made by Blue. You can see the name right there. And I didn't want the white one. I wanted this black one, so I got the black one. Is that him? I seen a white truck, but he just kept going. So that's my new microphone. It's going to do some real good sound when I do that live show. And I'll be getting some, I'll be putting some, I'll be downloading some off of my, what am I trying to say? I'll be downloading some of my stuff that y'all want to see in between songs. Like interviews and you're watching and stuff like that. There he comes. Let me put it back on there where y'all see him pulling up. You can see him come around the curve here. And when he gets here, I'm going to turn this off. He works for Total Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning. Alright, I'm going to get off this thing. Appreciate y'all watching. Tell everybody you know about my websites, ALMS-production and ALMS-tv.com. Okay? So I'll catch y'all again later. See ya.